Thank you, Mr. Varn and the Hoover High School Brass Ensemble. Good evening. On behalf of all of the North Canton City Schools, we welcome you and appreciate that you have joined us tonight. If you haven't already done so, we ask that you silence your cell phone at this time. Additionally, when we present the diplomas to the graduates later in the ceremony, we request that you hold all applause until all graduates have received their diplomas, so that every graduate and their loved ones in attendance are able to hear the public recognition that their graduate has earned. Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, we have a selection from Mr. Berry and the Symphonic Choir.
There's a voice
Thank you, Mr. Berry, and members of the Symphonic Choir. I'd like to take a moment to introduce various district officials in attendance tonight. President of the Board, Dr. Bob Roden. Vice President of the Board, Mrs. Jessica Stroya. Members of the Board, Mr. Jordan Greenwald and Mrs. Andrea Zarko. Superintendent, Mr. Jeff Wendorf. And Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Dave Pilati. Next, I would like to introduce the President of the senior class, Costa Volis. Costa, would you please come to the stage? Costa is the son of Peter and Joanna Volis. He is not only the president of the class, but is active in and outside of the classroom through his participation in various clubs, athletics, and student organizations. He plans to attend Case Western Reserve University to study engineering. President of the class, Costa Volis.
And then right here on the button. Thank you, Mr. Bornstein. Mr. Wendorf, Board of Education, Hoover faculty and staff, parents, guests, and graduates. Welcome to the Class of 2023 Commencement Ceremony. Class of 2023, we made it. Earlier this week, I went for a drive. My windows were down, I had my cool guy sunglasses on, enjoying the music, and the wind was blowing through my hair. Then, one of the best songs ever came up on my playlist. The Story of My Life by One Direction. It's a catchy song. I just couldn't help singing and enjoying everything about that moment. Then, I started to think about the story of our lives. I remember in first grade when we would sit on those bright, colorful rugs and our teachers would read us stories like Frog and Toad and the Tales of Dr. Seuss. And now, as I look at all my classmates today, I realize that we all have our own stories to tell. So, over the next 4 hours, I will tell a story about each person graduating today. Just kidding, I wouldn't do that to any of you. In all seriousness, I realize that it would be impossible for me to know everyone's personal story of getting to this moment. But I do know that everyone has a story. Some of our stories are shared, like the first day where we began this journey, coming through the human-made tunnel and being cheered on by the energetic and somewhat awkward Link crew. And speaking of awkward, who could forget that one light that was stuck on during homecoming? Together, we've had some pretty great times and laughs here at Hoover High. Together, we have also faced the entirety of a pandemic in high school, had to go to remote learning and wear masks, completed our stressful end-of-course testing, and put in countless hours of studying to become some pretty great students. We have also put in hours of training to compete in athletics and perform in the arts. As a result, we have had many state qualifying bands, choirs, and sports teams. We have persevered with the love and support of our school, parents, friends, and community. Mr. Bornstein even called us the best class in his 22 years as an educator. And today, we get to share the story of our graduation ceremony. I think one thing we've all done within the past few weeks is reflect on our time here at Hoover and the memories that we've created here. We have left our own story and legacy in the halls of Hoover High. I remember on the seniors' last day, even though I was more than ready to leave high school, I couldn't stop myself from getting emotional when I had to say goodbye to my newspaper class. I had been taking journalism for 5 years, and it became a family to me. It's bittersweet. Then, I started to remember that catchy song by One Direction again. One of the songwriters, Zayn, who is my personal favorite and inspired this speech today, says that the song is about love, how family and home, where we grew up, is one of the best places to find real love. He also shares that it is about remembering all the details in your life that make up the story of your life. We're all looking forward to the next chapter of our lives. Hoover High School has given us a strong foundation in the first few chapters. Our next chapters are stories untold. We will face challenges and obstacles, but we can use them as an opportunity to make the most out of the blank pages we have in front of us. Never be afraid to rely on your story, where you came from, and where you plan to go. Thank you once again, and congratulations, class of 2023. The class of 2023 is just overall a truly amazing class. We know how to tackle issues and challenges, and we can always be positive because I have no doubt that we can accomplish anything that we can put our mind to. And an attitude like that can truly change the world.
I'm thankful that, I was able to go to such a great school district, not only get a great education, but also meet so many great people.
What I can say about the class of 2023 is that we're a good balance between being spontaneous and for planning for our futures. We all know how to balance having fun as well as planning our futures and setting ourselves up for success.
Some of the best memories I've made at Hoover over the past 4 years have been at homecomings, proms, and other dances like the Senior Citizens Prom put on by the Leadership Club.
What I'll miss most about high school is just like the bond you have with your friends. You spend all your years from kindergarten to senior year with your friends, and having that go away once you go to college and not having those people to talk to or see every day and having that schedule you've grown up with.
Some advice that I would give to underclassmen would be to attend as many sporting events as you can, join as many clubs as you can, attend all the school dances because your time at Hoover is limited, so make the most of it.
I will never forget the experiences I've had at Hoover. Outside of the classroom, there's so many lessons to learn, like with your peers and with social settings. There's just a lot to learn, a lot to grow from.
The thing that I'm most thankful for at my time at Hoover is definitely the teachers. The teachers have made this experience. Every single one of them has definitely had a lasting impact on what I will achieve in the future, what I've learned, all the memories that I've made. They are all fantastic, and they're all very, very kind and open to helping us, guiding us, and just making Hoover High School a better place.
Some advice I'd give to underclassmen here at Hoover is just to stay involved and don't take your time here at Hoover for granted. You have a lot of opportunities to do amazing things with amazing people, and so you should just take advantage of that while you can. Some of the best memories I've made at Hoover over the past 4 years have been during Spirit Week and during the Friday night football games and dressing up and getting to show school spirit with all my friends.
Some of the most memorable moments or my favorite memories over the past 4 years at Hoover High School would definitely have to be football games, Friday night lights, just getting ready with our friends and having a good time in the student section.
Some advice I'll tell some underclassmen is just enjoy it while you can. It goes by really, really fast. And I know that's just a cliche thing, but it's true. It does go by super fast. It's too short to take seriously. Have fun, be nice, be the person you want to see yourself be by the time you graduate.
The one thing that I would tell underclassmen is get motivated. Do the things in life that you want to do. Go out, get those scholarships, be kind towards everybody in your class. They are amazing people, and you can do so much as long as you just carry that positive and can-do attitude.
appreciate and thank all who submitted photos and also to thank the student producers. Now, I'd like to invite Superintendent Mr. Wendorf to provide some remarks.
Good evening. I was at a stop sign last week, on 10th Street and Dogwood, and some cool dude came around the corner, singing his head off, windows down, sunglasses on, shirt flailing around, just singing like crazy. And I thought, that's Costa. And sure enough, it was. It is a good feeling, isn't it, Costa? But somebody saw you. I sing best by myself. So, well, good evening and congratulations, class of 23. I think we want to make sure and thank those that got you here, too. Your parents, we want to give them a round of applause to thank them for all they've done for you. If all of our teachers and staff members for North Canton City Schools could please stand up, no matter where you're at, we need to thank you for all you've done to help this class of 23. Well, standing here tonight, we're sure that we prepared you for tomorrow, that you'll choose to live with integrity, value and build positive relationships, live with grit and determination, and respect yourself and others. Tonight, I'm going to talk about just two words. These words might be or could be the most important words in your life. The first one is choice. You have a choice in nearly every moment of your life. You likely didn't think we were going to talk about formulas tonight, and you thought that might have been done for a few months until you go to your next class. But this formula has absolutely everything to do with how your life turns out. And many of you may have heard this or seen this. E plus R equals O. An event, which is E, plus your R, which is your response, equals your outcome. You can't control events. You can't control what comes at you. Sometimes you can't control who's coming around a stop sign singing and yeah. Sometimes you can't control what comes at you or what happens to you. But you can choose your response. And your response to that event certainly determines your outcome. If you can't change the event and you want a good outcome, you've got to change your response. The absolute best thing about being human is we get to choose what we want and what our response is. We can choose to be wealthy, smart, wise, and brave. We can choose how we will impact the world. You get to choose. You decide the daily actions you take. Stay on the couch, get up and be productive. You choose and how that affects your future. You decide how you spend your time. You decide who you spend your time with. You decide what you consume, hear, what you listen to, and what you choose to see and look at. What you do in every moment is your choice. It's completely up to you. Here's a few choices that I think can make us be more happy and successful and hopefully make the world a better place. Live below your means. Give clothes not worn to charity. Do something nice for someone and try not to get caught. Listen more and talk less. That's hard for some. It's hard for me. Listen more and talk less. Take a walk 30 minutes a day. Strive for excellence, not perfection. Be on time. Don't make excuses. Never miss an opportunity to keep your mouth shut. It's a good one. Be kind to unkind people, as hard as it is sometimes. Let someone cut you in line. Cultivate good manners. Realize and accept that life isn't fair. And don't sweat the small stuff, because it's all small stuff. This whole concept of choice can be summarized by a quote from Viktor Frankl. It reads, "Between a stimulus and a response, there's a space. And in that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and freedom." The other word I want to talk about with you tonight is consistent. The more consistent and committed you are to your positive choices, the better chance you have of positive outcomes. There's a reason you can't just run once and expect to be in shape. You can't sweep the floor once and expect it to stay clean. You can't practice hard just once and expect it to win. You can't train your puppy once and expect it to behave. You can't wake up early once and expect to stay ahead. You can't tell your family you love them once and expect that to be enough. The only time once works is when you commit. You can commit once and be consistent in that commitment. Once you make a commitment to consistency, accomplishing their goals will follow. Until then, once is never enough. Make that commitment to choose consistency. Positive choices made in a consistent manner will open every door for you and help you build a successful life. Make it a great day because it's your choice. Make it every day a great day. It's your choice. Graduates, congratulations. We wish you well, we love you, and we're very proud of you. Go get them, and go Vikings.
Thank you, Mr. Wendorf. Next, I'd like to introduce School Counselor Mrs. Jennifer Griffin, who will introduce our student speakers.
Our first SUMA speaker represents excellence in the arts. Riley Witt is the daughter of Amber and Shane Witt. Riley's involvement with our art programs began in middle school as a member of band and assisting backstage for Mulan Jr. Since then, she's taken theater tech every year of high school, along with every level of art that we offer at Hoover. Riley has helped bring Hoover's musicals to life thanks to her attention to aesthetic details and genuine creativity with lighting design choices. She is also a member of the Ohio Thespian Society. Over the years in art, Riley developed a unique whiteboard-style approach to plan, research, and conceptualize drafts of her work. Her artwork has been honored by the National Scholastic Art and Writing Awards. She's also earned the Ohio Governor's Art Award. Riley intends to continue her creative career by combining her natural aesthetic awareness with her love of engineering and design to Virginia Tech, where she will earn her bachelor's degree in industrial design. Riley Witt.
Growing up is a challenge that everyone must conquer, but how? There's no instruction manual on how to fulfill your potential as one person in a really big world. Little me dreamt of becoming an engineer, just like my dad, but years of participating in the arts changed that dream. Without art, I wouldn't be pursuing industrial design, which I would describe as engineering with a little less math and a lot more creativity. I am not the only one here today who has been touched by art. Actually, I can say for a fact that everyone here has, from an awesome song on the radio, like the one Costa likes a lot, and to seeing a colorful mural on the wall of a building downtown. If you think about it, art has been a part of our lives and it has a bigger influence on us than we realize. This is the part where I'm supposed to say, art is defined as blank, but I can't. I cannot define art because it was defined by our own individual experiences. I've learned that art is the ultimate storyteller. Some people tell their stories through paintings, which I see when I flip through my collection of sketchbooks. North Canton City Schools has made sure to integrate the arts, starting with art on a cart and weekly music classes all the way back in kindergarten. There, I learned how to tell my story. Hans Christian Andersen once said, "Where words fail, music speaks." Here comes in my years playing the flute in band and singing in choir, which taught me that while I only played one instrument, or only sang one part, we could make beautiful music together. This proved true again in my experiences in theater. I learned that the tech crew is just as important as the performers on stage. Art and music are the platforms upon which I was taught to live, so I grow to be that person I dreamed about becoming. The same is true in life. Alone, we can only do so much. My art teacher, Mr. Triner, told me this: "Some days we doubt our own abilities, and some days we feel as if we can do it all. But no matter the day, shine bright. My advice to you, family and friends in the Hoover High School graduating class of 2023, as we enter this next phase of life, remember the importance of working together. Continue to find ways to seek out creativity, and finally, always shine bright.
Our next SUMA speaker represents excellence in athletics. Angelina Koinoglu is the daughter of Maria and Dr. Nick Koinoglu. Angelina is an incredibly hardworking student athlete. She has demonstrated grit, endurance, and integrity on and off the court. She helped her team finish their season 26-1, which set a school record, and our girls' tennis team was state runner-up this year and ranked second overall in the state. Angelina has also made appearances at state-level competitions with her doubles partner for the last 2 years. She has been named All-Star County 4 times, All-Federal League 4 times, and All-Ohio 2 times. In the fall, Angelina will be attending The Ohio State University, where she will study pre-optometry. Angelina Koinoglu.
Good evening to all of the parents, siblings, and friends in the audience, as well as to my fellow 2023 seniors. I'm grateful to be speaking about an aspect of my high school career that has helped shape me into the person I am today. Hoover's athletic program has granted not only myself, but my fellow student athletes the ability to fight for and achieve a common goal. Whether it be on the court or on the field, Hoover's athletes are always striving to perform to the best of their ability. I believe that I speak on behalf of many of the athletes sitting on this field tonight when I say that I have met some of my best friends through Hoover's athletic program. Playing a sport forces you to communicate and form a bond with your teammates so that, as a team, you can achieve the best possible outcome. Communicating effectively may be strategic in a game time situation. However, over time, a bond grows between teammates and has the potential to last forever, ultimately crediting athletics for the basis of friendships that may have never been created. In addition to what athletics are credited for comes hard work. Apart from the exhilaration of Friday night lights and the storming of the field, athletics possess the two-a-day practices that came before that and the days spent aggravating your body to try to become the best athlete you can be. It's that facet of athletics that is recognized by our coaching staff and taught to our student athletes to bring them success that they have achieved. Through this experience, Hoover athletes learn to become self-accountable for the amount of work they put in. My tennis coach, Ryan Schaefer, preaches that if you want to be the best, you have to practice like the best. This mantra has brought copious amounts of success to our team, and by drilling that into my head, he furthered my appreciation for responsibility and dedication to athletics. Furthermore, Coach Schaefer's infamous anthem applies to those not involved in sports as well. No matter what your course of action is in the future, it is important to recognize that success comes from the amount of work you are willing to put in. I encourage everyone to learn from this valuable life lesson that I was fortunate enough to have been taught. Of course, along with responsibility comes gratification. Having constant support from coaches and teammates, as well as the student body, has generated excitement and has allowed athletes like myself to feel rewarded after competing. By placing a high regard to athletics, Hoover has aided in uniting students, regardless of if they are athletes or observers. Without this positive emphasis on athletics, I'm not sure I would have gained the drive or the sense of leadership that I now possess thanks to the athletic programs offered here at Hoover High School. I can proudly say that my time spent as a Viking involved in athletics has positively influenced me to continue to strive for greatness in my future. Thank you, and happy graduation to the class of 2023.
Our final SUMA speaker represents excellence in academics. Tess Rossler is the daughter of Brenda Hartley. Tess has a superior academic record. She has earned 4 academic letters, completed 11 of our 18 AP classes, 2 CCP classes, and 10 honors courses. She has accumulated over 40 college credits from her time at Hoover. Tess is vice president of the senior class, president of French Club, and historian of National Honor Society. She is an AP Scholar with honors, a 2-time state qualifier and national qualifier for speech and debate. In her spare time, she teaches ballet classes, works a part-time job, and assists with a local nonprofit, all while maintaining her impressive GPA of 4.457. Tess will be a double marketing and Tess will be double majoring in international relations and French at the prestigious George Washington University in DC. Tess Rossler.
I would like to begin by thanking all administration, staff, parents, and of course graduates that made tonight possible. In the words of a beloved pinnacle of American literature, if you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to ask for a glass of milk. In this famous story, each new thing one mouse receives leads to an endless stream of desires, carrying this simple mouse down a track of growth and adventure. Using that same line of reasoning, as the class of 2023 moves on from high school, it is imperative that regardless of the paths our lives may take us, we must use every opportunity to continue down a stream of constant curiosity. We must learn for ourselves what real life is like. Because if I based my high school experience off of what I learned from books and movies, I'd be convinced that a key part of the high school experience is breaking out into spontaneous singing like I saw in High School Musical. Even as we move on from childhood fantasies of what real life might be like, the messages present in our favorite children's stories, telling us to respect others, remain positive, and retain resilience, are still applicable as we enter our adult lives. Academics are the key, allowing us to unlock the door for the next stage of growth, leading us to a realm of creativity, possibility, and independence. Not only are we lucky for our educational opportunities that have opened so many doors, we are in the minority group of people born in a time and place where education is not only required, but encouraged. Although it may not feel like it during difficult academic periods when some frantically studied for exams and grew teary-eyed over a bad test score, and others believed that what we were learning would never benefit us in the real world, the pursuit of an academic career is a true gift. As we move on from picture books of our childhood, we are all collectively turning the page onto our next chapter. We are our own main characters and our own stories, and our academic knowledge will propel us into the stars. The lifelong pursuit of learning doesn't end after we walk across this field. Our careers as learners and academics have barely begun. Starting a life where there's no longer a rubric to follow, we must learn from experience, meaning that there will never truly be a graduation from learning. Regardless of the diverse ways our lives will diverge from each other from this point forward, it is imperative to value the pursuit of knowledge, because our story is just beginning.
Thank you, Riley, Angelina, Tess, and Mrs. Griffin. Next, I would like to recognize some of the students for their achievements. Some of our seniors feel called to serve the country and have joined the armed services. I'd like to recognize those seniors now and ask that they stand to be recognized for their service to our country. Thank you. I would also like to recognize this year's SUMA scholars who have earned a cumulative weighted grade point average of at least a 4.325. SUMA scholars, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. We feel blessed to have so many great educators on staff and appreciate their efforts to grow and inspire students. Past and current North Canton City School staff members, please stand and be recognized as well. Thank you. Students do not obtain the milestone of high school graduation without the love, support, and guidance of their parents. Yes, parents, would you please stand and be recognized as well? Thank you. Will the class of 2023 please rise? Mr. Wendorf and Board of Education, the students in the class of 2023 that stand before you have completed all credit, testing, seal, and financial requirements as set forth by the State Board of Education and the North Canton City Schools Board of Education and are ready to receive their diplomas. Will the first row please come up? The rest you may be seated until your time. Thank you.
Costa Haralambos Volis. Riley Sue Witt. Angelina Isabella Coinaglu. Tess Avery Rossler. Alyssa Joanne Adams. Hannah Lee Adams. Colton Douglas Adkins. Alejandro Aguirre. Mohammed Abdul Al-Said. Ali Al-Musa. Glenn Thomas Anderson. Ian Dennis Anderson. Lauren Nicole Anderson. Nathan Ray Andrews. Leah Lynn Arnett. Julian Constantine Arntz. Ryan Anthony Baca. Noah Jacob Baden. Clay Ellsworth Bear. Michaela Jade Ball. Noah Scott Barber. Brendan Len Bell.
Natalie Elise Bell. Riley Harrison Beller. Mason James Billy. Kate Elizabeth Bird. Aiden Lee Blackburn. Hope Nevea Blumgren. Reese Michael Bettler. William John Bopp. Lillian Christine Bowen. Michaela Sue Bauer. Nolan Michael Brandt. Bella Sophia Bressi. Victoria Claire Brogan. Olivia Erin Broche. Lauren Elizabeth Bunshu. Anthony Joseph Caggiano. Lily Ann Kane. Liam Gabriel Cameron. Landon Caleb Campbell. Marissa Joe Carpenter. Matthew Jacob Kaser.
Alexander Glenn Casey. Cameron Noel Casey. Olivia Hope Catlett. Alyssa Lynn Clark. Dylan Michael Clay. Mackenzie Nicole Clay. Mateo Andrew Codispodi. Lauren Elise Coleman. Dashier Collins. Shadri Akile Collins. Wesley Michael Collins. Anissa Janae Cook. Gavin Michael Cook. Audrey Lynn Cordova. Atticus William Stoltz Costello. Grace Catherine Craig. Sydney Nicole Kramer. Braylon Amaya Crockett. Taylor Catherine Crookston. Aiden Kenneth Cross. Austin Patrick Crow. Emma Curd.
Jackson Carlos Corrett. Broden Thomas Dougherty. Jacob Grant Davidson. Bruno Denise DeFreitas. Dylan Andrew DeChira. Brennan Allen DeGuzman. Isabella Marie Dennison. Nathaniel William DeSantis. Ava Nicole DeMitt. Cameron Michael Dungan. Nathan Thomas East. Hallie Elizabeth Ellis. Riley James Ellsworth. Austin Joseph England. Janet Tapley Erickson. Alexander Christian Erzin. Thomas Ryan Erzin. Sabrina Diane Estevez.
Lauren Christine Evans. Tyler Joseph Evans. Zachariah Lorenzo Factora. Jeanette Ray Fallett. Zoe Noel Fosnot. Julia Grace Fenton. Jacob Caleb Fertig. Amanda Nicole Fetzko. Gavin Pierce Finley. Kyle James Fitzpatrick. Mackenzie Renee Fogel. Ada Ezra Fonts. Mackenzie Isabella Foss. Sydney Olivia Foss. Owen Lee Fox. Derek Allen Francis Jr. Owen James Frank. Nella Grace Frate. Spencer Kent Fry. Lily Anna Gale. Ava Cecilia Gardner. Victoria Regina Garner.
Alfred Carl Garza IV. Garrett Lewis Geyer. Thomas Owen Girdlestone. Brady Allen Glover. Tate Harold David Goldie. Maxwell Reddick Gorman. Tyler Allen Gower. Eliza Lene Grand. Salvatore Timothy Granito. Christian Arthur Greenhour. Ethan Michael Green. Luke Joseph Grigualo. Cassandra Jean Grimm. Shannon Victoria Griswold. Cameron Everett Guiley. Evan Guo. Hamza Mohammed Habush. Amin Haider. Olivia Marie Hansen. Alexa Marie Hapstack. Caitlin Kaylee Heron.
Savannah Michelle Harshaw. Samia Alize Hassan. Taylor Marie Hennigan. Hannah Marie Hirschberger. Addison K. Herstein. L. Elizabeth Heslep. Hannah Judith Higgins. Sophia Marie Hillier. Xavier Germain Hinton. Lauren Elizabeth Hobe. Cecilia Ann Holben. Liam Benjamin Holloway. Connor Locke Hooper. Allie Marie Hoover. Jocelyn Amanda Householder. Mason James Howard. Sarah Marie Hughes. Mary Caitlin Husk. Jaron Scott Isle. Kevin Jacobs.
Madison Renee James. Matthew Robert James. Kate Colette Jeffries. Luke Samuel Jeffries. Reagan Lynn Jeffries. Noah James Johnson. Daniel Eduardo Yo. Anna Ray Jones. Sarah Grace Jones. Sophia Lois Jones. Spike Spiridon Jordan Calicides. Sean Wilkie Kavanaugh. Addison Ann Kern. Hannah Marie Kiko. Maximus Christopher Kiko. Nathan Charles Kimball. Nathan James King. Jeremy John Kish. Brianne Elizabeth Klein. Gabriella Therese Kling.
Frankie David Napick. Brandon Michael Knox. Bradley Curtis Kormanik. Milan Dusan Kruguljas. Anna Catherine Kuntz. Chase Noel LaChance. Hannah Naomi Lang. Claire Susan Leahy. Aiden Daniel Ledsome. Ethan Paul Leggett. Cameron Joseph Lehman. James Robert Lenonman. Isabella Nicolina Grace Libertor. Mason Patrick Lynn. Hudson Joseph Lint. Jared Michael Lockwood. Gabriel Lopez Ayala. Sean Martin Lowry.
Elena Corinne Marks. Nicholas James Martin. Griffin Edward Maxim. Brooke Elizabeth Mazanik. Montea Lene McCall. Julia Diane McCartney. Cody Michael McLean. Joy Ladane McCune. Alan Lee McDevitt. Ethan William McKelly. Jack Aaron McKelly. Tate Timothy LaHaye. Jacqueline Elena McLaren. Charles Matthew McMullen. Cole Michael McTighe. Molly Estelle Mead. Samuel Thomas Meister. Sarah Elizabeth Myers. Gabrielle Marie Michaelides. Joshua Dean Milam. Mallory Grace Milburn.
Alec William Miller. Allison Louise Miller.
Destiny Kalani Miller. Maya Elise Miller. Mandolin Rain Mitchell. Noah William Meisner. Joelle Lynn Morgan. Trinity Blair Morrison Erickson. Thomas Richard Mossholder. Christopher Douglas Mullally. Molly Lauren Murphy. Isabella Musa. Autumn Jo Nira. Talon Rockwell Newsom. Charles Douglas Nicola. Annabelle Meadow Nixon. Emma Elizabeth Norson. Dominic Joseph Nunziato. Kelsey Hannah O'Leary.
Megan Rose O'Leary. Sophia Isabella O'Leary. Nathan Robert Osborne. Spencer Harry Osborne. Jacob Nevin Owens. Josie Catherine Palick. Jordan Elizabeth Palmer. Riley Elizabeth Paskoff. Kostas Mihail Paxos. Olivia Nicole Padone. Paige Ruth Pendergrass. Marissa Nicole Perry. Morgan Marie Petrie. Noland Christopher Pierpont. Sydney Nicole Pike. Nico Stephen Patini. Andrew Scott Pittman. Raina Concetta Pittman Pacone. Jonathan Daniel Popenscu. Veronica Popova.
Josie Taya Powell. Mackenzie Aiko Pridis. Akshita Shankar Priyadarshi. Anthony Valentino Papillo. Zachary Alexander Raber. Elena Beth Rastetter. Delia Aoife Ray. Ethan Scott Ray. Lily Mae Recob. Weston Thomas Reisinger. Luke Darren Roach. Victoria Ann Rodriguez. Lauren Carol Rose. Hunter William Ross. Madison Carly Richtashel. Dylan Thomas Sacco. Allison Leanne Salinas. Jacqueline Hope Scafidi. Jessica Faith Scafidi. Gabrielle Therese Scalera. Caden Michael Scones. Taylor Ann Scherer.
Erica Rain Schick. Caroline Mary Schiltz. Roger J. Schmucker III. DJ George Scott. Caden Charles Seaman. Kendra Naomi Seidel. Lexi Marie Schugertz. Eliana Marlett Simmons. Amaya Melissa Ann Sims. Chloe Patricia Sine. Mario Joseph Cingarella. Porter Truman Sloan. Thomas James Smart. Isaiah Joshua Smith. Brandon Michael Snyder. Ty Summers. Alexis Ray Spangler. Chloe Grace Spellman. Savannah Marie Spurnick. Trinity Chalet Splon. Audrey Rose Sponseller.
Emily Jean Squire. Timothy Drew Stangelo. Riley Owen Stiegel. Aiden Lee Stump. Cameron Timothy Sweeney. Aiden Douglas Sykeny. Sang Dorji Tamang. Hiroto Tate. Jackson Francisco Tharp. Grayson Scott Thomas. Mitchell Aaron Thomas. Benjamin Connor Tickhill. Carolyn Marie Tite. Mario Casino David Tortorella. Matthew Allen Tordo Tazi. Dominic Lawrence Tracy. Caitlin Burke Turner. Riley Grace Vicencio. Ava Isabel Wadley.
Clint Walker Jr. Blake Daniel Ward. Jane Nicole Weisburn. Sarah Irene Weitzel. Natalia Mikal Welsh. Logan Andrew Wellstead. William Robert Whited. Allison Nicole Marna Wims. Camden Marie Wolf. Madeline Rose Wolford. Claire Georgia Wood. Garrett Matthew Wolbert. Zachary Thomas Weiner. Alexander Thomas Zepp. Zachary James Ziegler. Zoe Evelyn Zollinger. Natalie Ann Zirikowski.
Please, one more time, let's hear it for the class of 2023. We have two additional traditions before we leave today. One of them is the turning of the tassel, and the other one is we do sing and stand and sing our alma mater. At this time, Costa, would you please come back up to the stage? Class, would you please stand for the turning of the tassel and the singing of the alma mater? Thank you, Mr. Varn, Costa. Would everyone please remain in the stands until the graduates have exited the field? Mr. Varn? Class of 23, you are dismissed.